Alright, everybody, welcome back. We are going to get back into Prison Architect. Sci-fi here, by the way. So, we're looking at expanding our jail, making some different things here. We got to make a chapel and stuff. This is the jail that pre-made by the campaign, and it's just hard to deal with, so we're just building everything over here. It's not going to end up looking fantastic, but it's fine. We're gonna make it work. Alright, so let's get everybody building still. We only need a few more cells. So we're just gonna tack those right up here. 3 and 4. I don't think we need a fourth, but we're gonna build a fourth just cause. Okay. Utilities. Let's get some pipes going. Hiya. Okay, power's getting made. And then we're making a chapel back in here. Remove rooms and chapel. Oh no, we're gonna just find it here. Chapel. I don't know how big it needs to be. That looks big enough. Altar, pews, and prayer mats. Okay, we can do that. Altar. This. Put it towards the middle. Well, I'm not trying to make it look great. Like, I also don't need to be terrible. Some pews towards the back. And some prayer mats towards the front. Okay, back to these cells, making them done. Need some beds. 2, 3, 4. Toilets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Some doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Power's still getting worked on, looks like. Let's do that. Assign guys to work in the mailroom. Working position cannot be reached. Oh. Well, dismantle that, and then sorting desk. It wasn't rotated quite the right way. It needs to have like arrows or something so you know which way is the right way. I guess I could zoom in. Yeah, I guess that looks wrong. Okay. Build a chapel. Working on it. And run a spiritual guidance class. Programs. Oh yes, we needed this, right? Foundational educational class. Okay, all rooms are booked up. Good enough. Spiritual guidance, start. There it is. Okay, got that done. Almost got the cells done. And then it's, I'm trying to put guys through these classes, but it's not really working out too well. Not sure why these are saying... Oh, maybe... Is it the same thing? Working position cannot be reached. Ah, great. Fine, well, dismantle it. I don't need it then. Produce license plates. I don't know how to do that. How do we do that? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, assign some guys to work in the mailroom. We could do that. Does it say how many? No. Oh, yes. 3. Okay. Doesn't have any power. Okay. 80 cells. Are they not done yet? Oh, I need to room them as cells. I think what we might be doing is just finishing up the campaign on this part, and then maybe tomorrow we can try our own. Run our own place. I feel like we're getting mostly the hang of it. For some reason, there's not a finished wall there. Do that. Okay. Sorry, sir. Thought you ought to know there's been another suicide. Looks like one of the prisoners ingested rat poison. Told you just threw it in the guy's room. Dr. Hurst is on the way now to confirm. It's Henry, we all know. No, it wasn't. Ain't she the most beautiful thing you ever seen? Hey, we had one of these that didn't end poorly. I think she might be. Never too late to change a life, sir. No. No. This might be a very short part. I thought there was going to be more to it. I would have just waited. I think we've made a big difference here. We've given these inmates something to work towards and a reason to keep going. You can stay and help us see the first batch of inmates through the education and work programs we've set up if you want. But I think we can handle it from here. When you're ready to leave, click on the Polaroid in Morgan's cell. Okay, well, yeah, it's gonna be a short part, I guess. There's just not a lot of point in sticking around, you know? That's all. I'd rather work on our own place. Oh, no, there's a whole nother mission. Bootstraps. This is CNDC News. See what we got going. We need a drink of water for this. Today on CNDC News, a special report into the state of our prisons. Okay. It's 2 years since the infamous siege at Alchemicos claimed so many lives, including that of Chief Executive Charles Wallace. Today, we hear from leading experts and ask what, if anything, has changed since those tragic events. First, we go live to one of the state's longest-running prisons, recently scheduled for demolition. Live now, only on CNDC News. Ba-da-dum. Well, thanks, Sarah. This prison has housed some of the country's most notorious criminals. But now, its walls are being torn down, ready to be replaced by a new prison complex. If you look behind me, you can see that the construction crews are already here. The demolition work has begun. Joining me is City Mayor Calvin Heller. Thank you, Mr. Heller, for taking the time to talk to us today. It's my pleasure. In the past, you've been a strong advocate of a tougher, more disciplined approach to prison management. Why demolish a facility which has defined for so long the punitive approach? Both the prison and its operation have become antiquated. We took the decision to replace it with an entirely new facility, one with a more modern policy. This prison was once in the news a few years ago as one of the last remaining state execution facilities. Ooh, that's one we need. Campaigners have sought to revoke the death penalty laws here. Will you honor their wishes, or will you rebuild the execution facility? That's still under review, but it's not a decision we'll take lightly. Thank you, Mayor Heller. Back to you in the studio. This is CNDC News, reporting live on the state of our prison system. After the break, we'll be joined by Dr. Walter Hurst, specialist in prisoner psychology and rehabilitation. Ba-da-dun. He's looking right at us. Let me congratulate you on your appointment as CEO. This is an opportunity, a fresh start. You'll have complete autonomy, more or less. More prisoners, higher reoffending rates. You have a lot of challenges ahead of you. As for the death row facility, tear it down or keep it. Make some use of it. It is really up to you. Somebody else will take up that business if you won't. As for objectives, I'm giving you the same as I gave to your predecessor. Profits, reoffending rates, capacity. It's entirely up to you how you achieve them. One last thing. The previous CEO, Charles Wallace, left behind a letter that he used to give out to any new prison architects who joined the firm. He had some good advice. You may find it useful to take a look. Good luck. Wow, look at this. Okay, so it's still the campaign. So I don't know necessarily if it's going to be exactly like this in the more sandboxy thing. So do I even need to do this? I mean, it's going to take a minute to get 100 inmates going. Bank balance of 60 grand. Raise money. Prisoner intake 0 per day. You're closed. Okay. Accept your first grant. Read the CEO's letter. Rather not. Just some crap we already know. Okay. So, rather than do this and start from scratch, because I will be tearing down the execution chamber, if anything else, rebuild it in a better spot than kind of centralized. It would be off in the corner somewhere. Like, I don't want that to be front and center. I think we just go ahead and start a new deal. Do our own thing. But I don't have time to do that today. Kids' bus will be coming kind of shortly. I just wasn't sure how much was going to be left on that other mission. So we're going to actually just hold on this and skip over. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll just do our own prison. So I think what I'm going to do maybe is in my time between streams is maybe toy around with this just to kind of get a feel for everything, because we haven't had free reign to do whatever we want. So you know, measure things like that so I know where the center line is, things of that nature that are kind of more boring and stuff. So yeah, I think that's the plan. And then over the weekend I will get us to where we need to be on Breath of Fire, and we'll continue that on Tuesday. Let's see, streaming news. Actually no, I think there won't be any streams really next week. Maybe Friday? Maybe Monday and Friday. My anniversary is next week. 10 years married. So we're gonna probably be doing stuff Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So yeah, maybe just Monday and Friday. Yeah, probably. But anyways, that will be Breath of Fire 2. So we'll be back at that as long as it doesn't crap out on us again. So thanks for going through the campaign with me on Prison Architect. I'm kind of growing fond of it. It brings up some interesting ideas and issues. Lets you see both sides of the coin, kind of, Granted, they're a bit extreme on both sides. Like, I feel like the last guy was a little too soft, but those other guys were definitely too hard, right? Like, the balance is in the middle. Alright. So that's it for the campaign on Prison Architect. That's all I got, I think, as far as stream announcements and stuff. Oh, Wednesday night, if my wife and I are doing anything, we're going to try to do like a session 0, they call it, for our Star Wars RPG that's going to be starting back up, hopefully. And everybody's schedule's going to be changing around to hopefully a better way. That'll line up a little bit nicer. So that's a thing. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna be building characters, hopefully. Build our squad out, and then hopefully in 2 weeks after that, we'll start our first thing. I'm still working on the campaign stuff for that because I'm dragging my feet on it, getting distracted with almost everything else. That's something I need to work on. Alright guys, have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Sci-Fighter out!